3 years ago, when my Penn acceptance letter came in the mail with a scholarship endowed by Ms. Amy Gutmann and Mr. Michael Doyle, I turned to my mother, tears in her eyes, and said, "Well, I don't know who this Amy Gutmann is, but gosh, she sure is nice to send me to college." After a quick Wikipedia detour divulged their identities and my star shock wore off, I was left with utter amazement that someone who had never met me, who knew nothing of my 2 jobs through high school, or that really my only shot at college relied on wishing on a star, that this someone was blindly willing to invest in my future, stipulating only that it would fund someone who wouldn't have been able to come to Penn without it. And no one was surprised when I soon began to call Penn my home. Within weeks of arriving on campus, I was spending every waking moment with my fellow bloomers, Penn's and the nation's only all-female sketch comedy troupe. And whether portraying zombies tap dancing to Beyonce or mafia gangsters singing a medley of Disney songs, these girls quickly became my family. At Penn, I also took the stage in the Vagina monologues, whose plight to stop violence against women I took greatly to heart. And in an effort to bring this message home to my new student community, I helped to co-found the Penn Monologues, a personalized spin-off which I now am proud to direct. Though even this didn't quite sate my craving for Penn stages. So for the last 2 years, I've been proud to serve as the chair of the Performing Arts Council, and have since scheduled my agenda with 5 or more student performing arts shows a week. Everything from dance to a cappella, theater to jazz combos, and so much more. Constantly in awe of how so many diverse, talented students can come together under the same love for creative expression. The Platt Student Performing Arts House is my home. Honestly, I keep a sleeping bag in my office. But I never would have found this creative community anywhere else. And after 4 years of cracking jokes, and now as the director of our troupe, there's still no more rewarding sound than that of my donor chuckling in the front row. But it wasn't all just fun and games for me here at Penn. I came to campus insisting that I wanted to study mathematical cryptology, full intent on becoming a spy when I grew up. Yet within my first semester here, I'd changed my major more times than my twin Excel sheets. And before I finally found my passion in psychology and linguistics. After studying American Sign Language, a fascinatingly beautiful language that's scarcely offered in most colleges, I set out to study how children learn to communicate at Penn's Infant Language Center. And with a grant from the Center for Undergraduate Research and Fellowships, I've since collaborated with audiologists at the Children's Hospital to research language development in infants with hearing impairments. I haven't even been working on this project for a full year yet, and already we've shown potential to revolutionize the current clinical diagnostics for detecting and treating language disorders, a full 2 years earlier than it was previously thought possible. But without Penn's resources, undergraduate research of this magnitude would never have been a possibility for me, nor would I have considered a career in academia. Yet now, I've devoted my life to researching childhood language disorders. And next year, I'll continue with graduate work at the University College London, an effort to give a voice to children around the globe. Though I'm absolutely thrilled, it will be bittersweet to leave this place that cultivated my passion in the very beginning and paved the way for my entire future. Though whether I'm cracking clinical mysteries or cracking jokes, all of these incredible experiences would have existed only in my wildest dreams without Penn. And these dreams only came true with the help of my fairy godmother, as my freshman hallmates referred to my donor. And throughout my 4 years at Penn, as my family's financial situation progressively worsened, my single mother was laid off for the 3rd time, and I personally was challenged by unexpected knee surgeries my junior year. Penn repeatedly came to my rescue, and my God family grew to include the Louis family, whose selfless endowment is more than just generous, it was life-changing. So to President Gutmann, Dr. Doyle, and Mr. and Mrs. Lawrence Louis, thank you just doesn't seem to cut it. What feels like an eternity ago, when I first decided to apply to Penn from my small-town Tennessee home, I was told I was reaching for the stars. Yet with my family of donors serving as my wings and knowing that Penn is priceless, I am able to make my stellar flight.